BLA. Welcome to Los Angeles Trade Technical College Architecture and Environmental Design Program. I'm Professor Marcela Oliva. I welcome you and I really encourage you to first watch the welcome video called Welcome BLA LATTC Architecture and Environmental Design. This short video tells you our methodology, our system, our process, and it will make the beginning of your course more at ease. Personal website where you can find our school of thoughts, our syllabus, and all our courses is constantly changing, augmenting, and we usually publish all our notes every class. This class requires you to give us 10 hours per week, including the lecture, the discussion, the lab and homework, and the lab that you can do here. This is very important in our program. In the welcome video, you can see that what we ask from you is to give us 10 hours per week. I promise you, you'll have fun, feel nurtured, grow personally and professionally. You will gain incredible skills that are in high demand, and a new door of opportunities will open for you. But it's very important. This is not like how fast can I do something in the least amount of time. That's old thinking. The new thinking, you gotta know what you can do in 3 hours, and you have to be able to articulate it. Let us know what you achieve on those 3 hours, because there's a lot of room for creativity and exploration in these courses, but you need to give us the time and record what you're doing. 172. Lecture 172, Construction Documents. This is an architecture drawing class that will focus on construction documents for wood. The course will cover how these architectural drawings are documents that instruct all the stakeholders, carpenters, plumbers, contractors, how to build it, how to use it, how to maintain it, and how to maintain a high-performance building. What is a high-performance building? It's a building that is sustainable, that recycles waters, reuses water, utilizes recycled material, produces its own energy, and so on. You can see some of these concepts in the welcoming video that I mentioned before. This course will explain how construction documents made out of wood are connected to the life cycle of a building: design, build, construct, furnish, operations and maintenance, and assessment. That is the life cycle. In our program and in our School of Thought, we cover the life cycle of a building. We need a lot of people trained in architecture to work in all the different segments and niches in the field. This course covers an integrated building approach, and it identifies the deliverables for programming. What is programming? What is the need of the building? What do you need to do for those people so they can either heal, educate, do commerce? That's called identifying the need. Design drawings identifies the solutions. What are the conceptual drawings? How are some of the ideas? These are the idea drawings. Construction documents are the drawings that are used and that are stamped by the city or by a Department of State architects, and these are actually legal documents. Then you have the operations and maintenance that are the ones utilized, is the building models utilized for maintenance, and the assessment. This course will cover CAD, building information modeling, LEED certification, GIS, sustainable standards, and their relationship to a set of construction documents. Fundamentals of architectural drafting, symbols, dimensioning, and methods of representation are also mastered during this course. The students will prepare a set of construction documents for a simple wood building structure. And below is the site where you can find the syllabus. These are the 5 things we're going to be learning. We're going to learn to letter like an architect, and I'm going to tell you why. We're going to learn SketchUp software to design the Green Idea house. I'm going to teach you how to program, how to identify the needs and identify the right square footage, the right area for the right activity. Like, how do you know what's big for a bathroom, what's small for a bathroom, what's big for a chimney, what's small for a chimney, what's big for an entrance, and how do you determine the size of things in relationship to the activity that will be taking place in that location. Then you're also going to create a set of drawings by hand and digitally for the Green Idea House. The drawings by hand are going to be more like drawing is a thinking tool. So I want you to learn how to draw perspectives, orthographic projections, but the actual construction documents will be all digitally. And then in the Green Idea House, you're going to learn how we can take advantage of the wind to have healthy air, how can you conserve water, recycle water, and how can you recycle materials so it doesn't go to our landfills and pollute our soil. So those are the big 5 things that you're going to be covering in this class. Under our website, next week, as first week, I want you to become familiar at large with the resources, our website, our methodology. On the second week, every week, I actually publish everything we cover and everything you need to do for grading. Think of our class as a pass, no pass. I want you to focus in looking at what I'm asking you this week and becoming familiar with it. I want you guys all to succeed. So, if you finish this class, if you give me 10 hours a day, you will get an A or a B. Most of the students that finish this class, they minimum get a B. Here are 2 links that I want you to Google and I want you to watch. And the reason is because it's expected that anybody that studied architecture has good lettering. And the origin of lettering is because we had 2 or 3 draftsperson and everybody had different lettering. It will become very confusing and it can cost a lot of money. So we had to train everybody to letter the same because many drawings, construction documents, will be made out of by many draftsperson, many architects, and we didn't want them to look all different because if you notice, when there is a misalignment of lettering, then you don't focus on the drawing. You focus on the mistakes that the lettering, that they're not even, that they're not aligned. Our eyes always look for perfection. So architecture lettering is technically not necessary anymore because all the construction documents are now done by the computers. But it's just expected, and it's kind of like many times architects had to do diagrams, they have to do charts, and they are experts in analyzing chaotic concepts and making them into simple diagrams, and lettering just makes the whole work look very professional. So I want you to learn how to letter like an architect. So I have resources on the syllabus, and if you just Google it, you know how to letter like an architect. There are templates, and then I want you to find quotes, architects quotes. So how are you going to practice every day? Spend 10-15 minutes trying to letter like an architect you on a gridded paper, just like the example I'm showing you, and keep a journal. You're going to see that after 15 weeks, you're going to have an awesome lettering. Learning SketchUp software to design the Green Idea House. We're going to utilize some of previous students' work, and you're going to move it to the next level. So you're going to learn how to do programming. So this week, I'm not sure SketchUp is working this week on the lab, but don't worry, we'll have it working next week. It might. But I want you guys all to become familiar with linda.com and go, or even just Google SketchUp software. And now if you know SketchUp, don't worry, there's so much to learn. Even essentials of SketchUp for architecture. So these are all tutorials that you can do in lynda.com. Lynda.com is for free. If you have a library, LA City Library or County Library, so enroll in lynda.com and do any of these SketchUp tutorials. So this week, familiarize with what we're going to be studying, familiarize, and then more than anything, write a paragraph, make a note of how you spent your 8 hours, 9 hours this week. Make sure you can always share with us how you spend your 9 hours. Then later on, when I come back next week, when we come back next week, we're going to start into the programming and designing of the Green Idea House. Thank you. You may watch this movie multiple times until it becomes more clear to you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me at olivam@lattc.edu.